题都好。
嗯嗯嗯哥仨 okay. And just now I hear briefly what Meda is saying about the the Lamrim study or the Lamrim reading group. From those of mainly students from mainland. And yeah, in the past, I think we had a quite a number of sessions that we managed to go through Lamrim teachings, especially based on the Great Lamrim. Then after that, very much like the homework, those of individuals that who can find time and who have interest to do a tarot reading of the entire Lamrim text. And I was reported from Meda that this group of people that were able to dedicate for so long time, and it is almost, I think, completing reading the whole Lamrim. So this is really amazing, truly rejoicing. Stay close to Lamrim. That very much meaning, stay close to Lama Tsongkhapa, stay close to Dharma, and when you study, when you gain some wisdom, when you achieve meritorious imprints, and more than that, able to integrate into practice, and there are sign of transformations in our life is occurring, becoming our ways of life closer to the Lamrim, and our hearts, our thinkings more occupied of the Dharma wisdom, Dharma attitude. Then truly it is the blessing that you are receiving, from Lama Tsongkhapa. So this is so fortunate. So I'm really happy, rejoicing to each and every one of you, and may you continue to do so. Lamrim is something that even you have read 1,000 times, you still need to read. Until you become Buddha, you need to read, you need to study, you need to contemplate, you need to meditate, you need to apply. Lamrim, the Lojong teachings is, it has to be like the air or the wind element that support our life force. For our spiritual life force need to be very much sustained by this, the gradual stages of the path, and many different wisdoms and skillful methods, like illustrated from Lojong practices, are the way to keep alive our spiritual journey or spiritual pursuit. So as long as we are able to do that until when the changes to the life, like such as major changes, like such as death comes, there's no regret and no need to fear about the next coming journey of life, because just by that you already have the full, clear roadmap, how to travel, where to travel, and how to utilize, the stages of journey from next life onward until enlightenment. So like that. So it's so rejoicing. So thank you.
那我先跟大家翻译一下这个。刚才呢，格西在上线的时候呢，这个无意中听到我们刚才跟大家分享的，因为我们中国同学在这2年，因为菩提道次第的这个这个课程之后呢，格西建议了这个我们来做这个读书会学习班，学习菩提道次第广论。那么呢，在这个期间，在这23年的期间呢，我们每周3呢有这么一群同学坚持了学习菩提道次第，读这个菩提道次第广论那么格西呢听到以后非常的欢喜。主要是说呢，这个是不可思议的一个功德，也是不可思议的，他觉得是要水洗这样的一个善业，那是非常，我们说是这是个非常幸运的，因为呢，学习菩提道次第，特别用这个一个字一个字的读诵菩提道次第呢，这是一个可以让我们的心跟法更加接近，也是心跟这个。宗喀巴大师越来越接近的一个最直接的这个方法，那么呢，这样子可以让我们迈向解脱。其实呢，是因为这个闻思修的这个功德呢，和这个所累积的福报资粮，我们在这个生活中呢，是可以可以见到他这个功德的在生活中的实力，因为我们会发现我们的心呢更加趋向于法，我们的心呢更加的会离这个上师和这个法呢越来越近，那也是能把我们的生活和这个生命呢和这个法呢逐步的把它融合在一起。所以呢，所以格西道这个菩提道次第这个广论呢，它是整个的成佛之道。因此呢，这个不仅是一次，其实我们每一个修行人可以需要的一直的连续的去学习，并且呢，要把它变成我们的生命的这个其中的一个重要的因素。那么其实呢，这个我们如果是能认真学习呢，我们是可以看到我们心我们心呢，我们的心呢，是可以看到它的变化的。我们会发现我们的生活会变得越来越离法呢越来越近。那么同样呢，这也是面对死亡，当我们重大的这个变化来临的时候，像死亡来临的时候，这个也会将是面对死亡最好的修行，最好的。所以呢，格西主要是说，非常的这个随喜，非常的我们是多么的有幸可以在此生这样认真的学习，并且把这个菩提道次第实证于我们的生活，所以非常随喜，可惜。
So, so that goes similar to rest of the other individuals who are unable to join the Lamdim reading group, but individually, in your own available time, Lamrim and the Lojong teachings are the Lamrim, the gradual path to enlightenment, and Lojong, the mind training teachings. Always, keep close to your study. Even you have studied many times, you always open the Lamrim text and the Lojong text and especially whenever one find so no, whenever one find challenges in our life, whether to do with health, wealth, relationship, environment, instead of getting confused, instead of feel lost, instead of just simply asking why is happening this, why is happening that, and try to look for answer outside by asking someone, or try to, fix the world, fix the inconvenience by outside, by others, instead of doing that. And that is something that we've been doing all the time, and our problem never able to solve. That's the fact to all of us, isn't it? Very much all of us, we look for answer from outside. We tend to blame the obstacle conditions might be outside, somewhere outside, other than within. And we also tend to have this habit of believing the solution to the problem also may be outside, from outside, and not within. And that's the pattern that we've been living our life, very much like that. And it's very obvious that I don't know much about you, like me. I'm in the stage of quite devastated, lost, lost junction, not able to get all the answer from outside, all the questions that I have, all the antidote from outside to cure all the obstacles that that one faces, and even like just in relation to like health, you go and get medicine, see doctors, do this and that, externally, and try to fix the problem, but then somehow there's very temporal kind of solution, very limited kind of solution, and our samsara will continue to carry on even beyond this lifetime if we don't gain the solution within, if we don't get the answer within. And the way to get all the answers and where to find all the solutions, ultimately, the manual, the guideline is the Lamrim and the Lojong teachings. You see, so therefore, it is so essential for all of us. Even someone as a beginner, Lamrim is the study that you must do. You must start with Lamrim. There are many beginners, they start their spiritual study not with Lamrim. They start with either Tantra or either, some maybe about emptiness, maybe about Toa, maybe about some exotic, sounding very powerful kind of teachings and practices, and unless it's exceptional to a certain individual that who already has a great merits, great accumulations imprint from the past, they may swiftly succeed in their such pursuit of the spiritual practice, but otherwise mostly will fall, fall very drastically, and or at least you come to a point that very much there's no foundation, but you build very heavy concrete rooftop, but there's no pillar, but there's no wall, there's no foundation. So therefore Lam Rim and the Lojong practices is the right study that for the beginners to do. Then even to those who are advanced practitioners, all the practices of Sutra and Tantra should pour or should conclude in the Lam Rim and Lojong. When we talk about Lam Rim and Lojong teaching, that that is the teaching include both Sutra and Tantra. That is the complete teachings of the Buddha, the complete path, and whatever level of your mental capability may be, there is a practice that is rightly available to you, and the Lojong interpretations of the Lam Rim or Lojong interpretations of Buddha's teaching is hands-on method, hands-on wisdom and method to apply. Is very much like a Panadol, the immediate fixing, immediate healing the pain, So Lam Rim is very much like herbal medicine, like gradually will heal. It takes a long time, but it is very good. And Lojong is like a Panadol, So it just right away that there's a wisdom and method that directly antidote to from the very minor problem to the heaviest and most subtle obstacles, including of the ignorant grasping, like that, you see. So this is something we all never to be separated from. You may be doing extensive philosophy studies, extensive tantric studies, extensive Vinaya studies, extensive sutric studies, or you may be busy in your conventional responsibility of life, whatever way of life, whatever journey of spiritual practice you are taking in. One thing that we cannot be separated, we shouldn't be separated, is from Lam Rim and Lojong, like that.
好，那这个刚才讲的说，当然我们非常随喜参加读书会的同学们，他们这个功德，但是呢，不仅仅是随喜他们，我们在任何的学习菩提道次第呢，一个是菩提道次第，一个是修心转念这两种教授呢，其实我们每一个修学人都应该把这两种教授紧紧的抓在我们身边，应该是多次反复的去学习。那么这样的学习呢，它会呢，在我们碰到大的事件，比如说在这个世界上面，或在我们的健康发生任何大的巨大改变的时候呢，当我们碰到外境的时候，我们一般的反应呢，都会到外去找一个答案。但是如果我们能把菩提道次第把它紧紧的抓在心中的时候呢，当我们碰到这些事件的时候呢，我们呢就可以不从外面去找这个答案，而是从内在去找答案。其实我们呢，大家都有这样的习性啊，就是一而再复的 会在当事情发生，在这世界任何的灾难，或在我们自己身体、我们的生命发生事情的时候呢，我们一般呢都会去到外去找答案，去反复的问为什么，为什么，为什么。我不知道你们呢，可惜说我自己呢，活到今天这个年龄呢，已经呢发现呢，我已经变得精疲力尽。当这个世界充满了很多的问题我自己的人生充满问题的时候，我发现我已经没有办法在外面找到答案。像特别呢，在身体我们的这个生老病死经历，身体发生事情的时候，我也发现这个外面的这个能解决的这些方法呢是非常有效的，非常有限的所以呢，特别是这个普迪道次第广论的这个教授，以及修心转念这个教授呢，其实呢，他可以呢成为我们整个人生的指南。它可以作为我们整个人生，不但是成佛以及生命的这个指南。那么，所以呢，如果有这样的一个指南的时候呢，当我们碰到重大问题或者大灾大难的时候，我们的心里才会有个数，心里才会有个底气。那这个底气从哪里来的？不是从外面来的，而真的是从修行，特别是从普地道次第。也可以说，这个修心转念的这个转念的教授呢，可以像是我们这个急性的止痛药一样。当我们碰到问题的时候，外面是找不到答案，而我们这个生命中的真正能用到的这个止痛药呢，就是所谓的修心转念的教授。那么，其实呢，这个普地道次第广论的学习呢，不仅仅是它是适合于每一种根器的人的，每一个，特别是初学者。当你开始学佛的时候，第一个应该学习的就是普地道次第广论，普地道次第的教授，修心转念的教授。很多时候呢，其实很多人呢，我们很多有这种好高骛远的现象。很多人可能不是从这个最基础的这个教授去学习，很多人可能从大圆满或者大解脱、大手印去学习。一般来讲，如果普提道次第的教授，他所有的这个道理呢，是我们学佛的最重要的基础。没有这个基础呢，这个就像个大楼呢，是盖不起来的。因此，很多如果是好高骛远的这种现象呢，往往呢，这些学员呢，都会摔下的，很快的会跌倒，是会出事情，会出障碍，因为没有一个合法的基础。所以呢，这个普地道次第呢，它不仅是道，它也是果，所以是道和果兼并的。而这个大乘的转念，这个转念的这个修心转念的教授呢，可以说是转化我们内心面对一切障碍的最重要的一个良药。它不是一个很快的药，就像我们中药，就像我们中医的中药呢，它是需要时间去痊愈。那道次第广论呢，它所有的教法和的修行，特别是当你把这个基础转化为修行的时候，实修的时候呢，那它这个就像一个中药，它可以时而久之的在你的这个身心呢这个彻底的升起这个转化的作用。所以呢，无论我们的生活是如此的匆忙，或者你有很多很多的事情，这个正确的学习，建立这个学佛的基础，也就是菩提道次第的这个基础呢，是极为极为的重要。所以格西是非常的建议大家，无论你是学什么教派，是什么传承，从道次第一定要把这个道次第不但是一次的学习，而反复的去学习。当碰到问题的时候，就像一个教科书打开转念的教授，所有的答案都在里面啊。
Yeah. So, well, so the essence of Lamrim and the Lojong is very much, comes into the three principal aspects of the path: renunciation, bodhicitta, emptiness. So when we study Lam Rim or Lojong. Generally, whatever form of Dharma that we study, it has to be, integrated, the study integrated with contemplation, meditation, and application of those wisdoms and methods into our day-to-day life. And that also not applying, later, but it is something that should apply immediately, and while you're studying, is very much simultaneously, very much at the same time, also rationalize and use our common sense and reasonings and examples to make sense to our life, to make sense to our existence, to make sense to all our experiences, good or bad, of in relation to that particular teaching that you're studying. Then on top of that, then when you very much very much come to a point that that particular teaching is sensible, feel right, feel beneficial, beneficial methods or beneficial wisdoms in relation to your experience, in relation to your life, then try to get into absorption into that. It's very much like you very much like you collect the water in your mouth, and your tongue plate already feel the the water or the juice. You already feel the taste. You already collect into your mouth. That is not good enough. You need to swallow it in order to receive the nutrition, whether it's like food or any drinks or whatever, so learning what drinks are right drink, what foods are right food, and bringing up to your mouth is like a study. Then now the tongue organs, tasting it. This is bitter, this is sweet, this whatever kind of, or whether it's need to chew or whatever you need to do in your mouth is contemplation. Now you've done the study, you've done the contemplation, just that not good enough. You need to really receive the Dhamma blessing, isn't it? As for food and drink, you need to now receive the nutrition. For that, you need to swallow. You need to, make that dissolve into your system. You see, so then you function. You see, you function your day-to-day life. Like after you eat, like those farmers. Before go to work in the field, they really eat very good nutritious food to make the stomach full. Then now I have the energy to dig the earth and plant the whatever need to plant, isn't it? When they're so hungry, when they won't go to the field, isn't it? They may think I will collapse on the way, So you see, so very much after you observe, like after you come to a point that, okay, this particular teaching makes sense. It's sensible to my experience. So now you very much bring into your deeper level of your being, is very much like the meditative level, which is very much the food, sending into the digestion system like that. So once then like the example given, like the farmer, now you can get out into the real world, whatever jobs, meetings, or thinkings, or whatever activities of the 3 doors that you wish to do, then try to utilize the nutrient, the energy of that digest dharma, that supplement that you receive from the dharma, through learning, contemplation, meditation. Now use it as your willpower, as your energy, to function the actions of your 3 doors. So if we do that, then without doubt, that our actions of our body, speech, and mind will be a right action, right speech, right thinking. It won't go wrong being harmful actions through our body, speech, and mind. So that is the way how you bring about the benefit of learning the Dharma or practicing the Dharma, or being the spiritual journey. Without that, then it very much become like the recorder, tape recorder. You record all the information, and then, but it doesn't. It is not part of your system. It is other system. You see, so then it doesn't work. Even so it doesn't work that way. You see, so therefore, the impact of our Dharma learning, you need to see the sign in immediate level. You don't have to wait. There are great gradual great realizations and benefit will comes in our way gradually, including enlightenment. May come next moment, may come end of the year, or may come 100 lifetimes later, or may come numberless eons later. Doesn't matter, it will come. But one thing, as a true practitioner, that we need to experience the impact right now, whatever label it may be. It may be just a tiny label, tiny sign, tiny changes, tiny transformation, or even one small degree of inner peace, one small degree of confidence in the virtue. That has to experience. There are many practitioners who make a mistake. Say, I study now, and you very much long for the result, maybe next life. So that's not the right way. The impact of that learning Dharma, nothing will benefit now. It will only benefit after a long time later. Yes, there is a great benefit you will enjoy after a long time later, which is enlightenment. But right this very moment, you need to receive the impact, the benefit out of the Dharma learning. That has to happen, But in order to happen that, then, as I mentioned before, not separating this in learning, contemplation, meditation. These 3 has to be integrated together. Then, on the basis of that, integrating into our day-to-day activities. So that's the way.
那这边呢，讲到说这个所有的道次第的精华呢，都是在3组要道，也就是说出离心、菩提心和空正见。这个呢，也所以我们的戒定慧的修行呢，可以是完全的在这个3组要道中可以表现出来。那么呢， 但是重点的学习呢，并不是理论上的学习，而是如何把三主要道能实际的融入在我们的人生中。也就是说，不能说修行学习是在左边，你的人生呢是在右边。我们的三主要道怎么样才可以真的融入在我们的生活中呢？那么这就是，也就是说，如何把道能融入于心，能这个心呢能表现在外呢？那么我们就可以打个比方，打个比方，就像吃东西，在吃东西，我们这个吃东西，我们用嘴巴吃东西呢，到这个吃的这个食物吞到肚子里，然后从中取到它的精华，取到它的营养呢，可以分3个步骤。那么我们这个闻思修呢，整个修行呢，也可以把它比喻成这3个步骤。那么刚第一个步骤，我们这个在闻的时候，我们看到的这一个可口的食物，你用你的眼视我们的这个味道眼视去看到，你去选到了这个食物，这就好比是我们闻思修的闻的步骤。当我们选到之后呢，你觉得想去尝试了，那你这个你就会用思的这个步骤呢，你就会把这个食物放到你的嘴巴，你放到嘴巴去咀嚼它，你的味觉，你去尝尝这个味道，你觉得还不错的时候，那你吞下去了。那你最后要吞下去的时候，你这个味道才能体现得出来。那么然后你吞下去之后，你要吞得下去之后，你才能取到这个食物的精华，它的营养，它的养分。我们闻思修也是一样，我们在闻的部分，也许只是在到处去观察什么好吃，什么不好吃，我们把它放到嘴巴，放到嘴巴之后，要去这吃的时候，要考虑要不要去吃。当你决定要吃的时候，你必须要去咬嚼，你要去，最后呢，你要用吞的这个行动呢，这个东西才会到肚子里去。那么你吞下去的时候呢，就好比这个思，你决定了。那么你这个吞的行动呢，最后呢，这个修呢，就像这个要吞下去，你才能取到它的营养。如果你光是看不吃，你当然你就吞不下去，你吞不下去就得不到这个营养。同样来讲，闻思修的修行也是一样，光是在旁边看，不去思然后思了以后不去修，就像看到食物不去吃，是得不到它的好处的。所以呢，我们这个就像一个农夫，他每天他需要去吃很多有营养的东西，才会有力气去干农活。同样，我们修行的同学、修行人也一样，碰到这个闻思修，必须要结合，必须要能把在修的这个层次上呢，能够修的时候，才能把这个取之之营养。光看不吃不去吞，那就好像很多这个只是在理论上面徘徊，到处去看，到处去去闻法，却不实修。有很多末法年代有很多这样的现象，就像光看不吃。所以法呢，这个英文叫 digest dharma， 意思说这个法呢，要取其精华呢，必须要能消化。我们闻了法以后呢，必须要能去消化这个法，它才能够变成我们的养分。这个养分呢，才能呢变成我们心相续的实用的东西。也就是说，我们闻思修如何把闻思修能够变成我们的三门，我们的身口意三门，能用得上，能取其精华的。唯一的要以把实修把它融入于我们的生活，因此我们才会有正确的身口意三门，一个正确的身口意三门来这个处事。那么修行的这个果位我们是不是要到下一个辈子才能看到呢？很多人说，哎呀，这个成佛是这个遥远的漫长的路闻思修，我们可能要数世间要很多事才能，其实不是这样的。 其实的，如果我们能够正确的闻思修，正确的把修融入于心的时候，我们的修行应该是当下就能验收到它的果。这个果呢，可能不是马上成佛，成佛可能需要无比的这个无数阿僧祇劫的资粮，肯定要很久。但是我们这个修行的这个正果呢，可能是一点点的这个觉受，一点点的感受，一点点的心的感化，一点点我们对待问题不同的态度，一点点的更加的正面的人生的观，一点点的不同的感受呢，这个就是已经是所谓这个道恒果。这个果呢，可以当下是可见的。修行不能说是这个我这边修行在左边，人生是右边，搭不上尬的，不是这样的。我们的人生是我们修行最好的验收，我们的这个身口意三门体验，完全呢都是这个闻思修的这个果位。因此呢，普地道次第所有的这个教法，所有的实修的这些方法，它的目的以及它的果。是完全可以在我们生活中可见的，老师。
Okay, so so today I think in Chinese culture, Chinese tradition, there's a 7 month. Astrologically, there's a 7 month which specifically dedicate, practices and prayers to help those deceased beings, the ancestors. So here, I will offer the oral transmissions of the Karsa. The king of prayers, which is called the extraordinary aspirations of the practice of Samantabhadra. So it is the root text to very much of all the other aspirational, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas aspirational prayers to benefit both living and disease. It is also one of the most powerful prayer, the root of the one of the most powerful prayer, also for those livings that who go through, different form of obstacles like health, etc. Then for the disease, this is directly, aspiration of prayer dedicated to liberate those beings, who may be reborn in the hell realm, hungry ghost realm, animal realms, to liberate them, to the Buddha's pure realm. So this text is also the root text to very much, most of the sadhanas practices, most of the very much, of all the pujas and all the sadhanas, where there is a practice of preparatory and 7-limb practices, is very much based on this these aspirations of the Bodhisattva Samantabhadra, which are the word of the enlightened one. You see, so it's very, very powerful. And this prayer, when someone is unwell, you can recite these prayers. If yourself going through any obstacles, you can recite these prayers for yourself, for others. If someone pass away, this one prayer, is sufficient of doing all the other prayers. And if you manage to do many other prayers, well done. But otherwise, just able to do the kings of prayers, that is good enough. there are times that some when the impermanent nature of death occurred in the circle of loved ones, and some individuals, they get lost, how to help those dying people, those diseased people, and sometimes, we believe only the sanghas can help, and sometimes so difficult to get the sanghas to get done prayers, because sanghas, also they, not every sangha has free, there are many other responsibilities. So of course, if you get sanghas to pray, that would be wonderful. But if you don't, at least right away, you can do this practice. It does not require any prerequisite for anyone to do this prayer, and try to express the aspiration also from your heart. If you're reading in Tibetan, if you understand Tibetan or English or Chinese, doesn't matter. If you even understand the meaning, then reflect on the meaning, and you express that prayer also as your aspiration from depth of your heart. There are some individuals, what kind of prayers to be done when someone pass away, during the 49 days. You can do every day kings of prayer. Again, if you want to do more, welcome, wonderful. If not, just stick with the king of prayers. Some individuals, every 7 days they want to do some prayers but don't know what to do. There's no more greater prayer than king of prayers. Some individual at the 49 days, they feel that must do, one of the greatest prayers for their loved one, and they get confused. No, the kings of prayer, there's no greater prayers than that. On top of this, you want to do more, you can do. There are many other subclass prayers also can be done, but the king of prayer is the essence. That's why even the name called king of prayer, king of aspirations. So then there are also some misunderstandings, because of this prayer is so powerful. When someone pass away, when for the deceased one, when they request prayer, they will immediately will recommend kings of prayer, and some people start to believe this is only for the deceased people. No, not like that. This is even more needed for we living people. This is the prayer that we can do every day as a sadhana. There are yearly, Molam prayer festivals, great prayer festivals, from different traditions, especially like the Nyingma, Gaju, Sajya. One of the prayer they accumulate for the benefit of living, as well as for the benefit of disease, or in short, for the benefit of all sentient beings. They accumulate kings of prayers. In Bodh Gaya, there are so many sanghas, lay practitioners, all over the Himalayas. They gather for days and days, from morning to evening. They do Molam prayer festival. What they recite is a kings of prayers. You see, so like that. So really, is how to say. It's a true Dharma relics. It's so simple, so concise text, and an unbelievable blessing, So, yeah.
今天，那么我们今天非常幸运呢，就我们在中国的农历的7月呢，在这个所谓的蒙南蓬经里面讲的这个7月15号的，因为我们将接近这个日子，那么今天因为我们中文的这个同学的这个需要啊，我们可惜会在这边给予这个口传，给予这个普贤行愿品的口传。那么 在这个七月，所谓农历7月呢，是我们念这个帮助先人，特别是亡者先人的这个我们传统上去帮助他们回向，替他们念经，帮助我们先人的这个所谓农历7月7月的15号。那么格西今天要给予的这个普贤行愿品的口传呢，是一个最为这个强大重要的这个根本颂的经文。那么这个普贤行愿品呢，在传统上呢，所有的誓愿呢，都是用来呢为了这个，它是所有经文的根本颂也是可以帮助所有的这个亡者不仅是亡者帮助是消除所有的障碍无论是健康，帮助这个亡者进入这个西方极乐世界等等呢，所有的这个誓愿呢，都是传统上呢这个读诵念诵这个普贤行愿品。那么，其实普贤行愿品呢，它呢有极大的这个根本的力量，它可以是说它是一个根本颂，是所有的这个祈愿经文的这个根本颂。那么也是很多这个教法教典的这个根本颂，也是七支供养等等的这个根本颂。其实这个它不仅仅是一个加持亡者，它也是消除这个障碍，特别是在这个病患大的这些磨难的这个一个极大力量的这个根本颂。那么传统上呢，所有的寺院一般呢，亡者呢，在这个很多都会在749天之内呢，很多的寺院都会来送这个普贤行愿品特别是很多是每期的时候做期，或者特别49天。那很多时候呢，大家都会想要请寺院来修，但很多时候寺院呢没有这个条件，或者没有这个条件时候呢，当我们作为在家者，其实就可以这个来替这个亡者来持这个普贤行愿品特别呢是特别是如果是找不到这个师傅的时候我们自己都可以具备这个加持的力量，因为这个普贤行愿品它的这个超度以度亡的力量是不可思议的。所以呢，我们一旦得到这个口传呢，大家呢可以用它作为一个帮助他人的工具帮助所有需要帮助的工具。那么还有一个误解就是这个普贤行愿品是不是只是为了亡者才念的呢？那这是一个完全的一个误解。这个普贤行愿品不仅仅是为了亡者，它呢也是这个为这个在这个所有传统的这个除障，所以在每一次的4大教派的这个每一年的这个大法会呢，都会以这个反复的累计。普贤行愿品呢，作为这个对这个寺院、对这个所有的这个国家，作为这个集资进账的这个最重要的一个诵经。所以呢，这个我们做每一个同学都可以好好的去每天的修行。那特别是自己经过任何的这个障碍、病患或者家人有问题，这些没有格西反复的说，没有比这个普贤行愿品这个经文呢更加的有力量，可以帮助除障这个集资进账。这个去病特别呢也可以对这个周围的人和环境呢有极大的加持。所以我们今天呢，这个无论你是诵英文的还是中文的、藏文的都可以。我们今天呢就会接受这个完整的口传格西口传的时候，请大家合掌。
Yeah, okay. So I will recite the transmission. And we dedicate the merits to all the living and those diseased one, and especially within the individuals here, dedicate to all your ancestors.
那么这边呢，格西说，我马上就会来给予这个口传。那么大家在这个结束口传的时候呢，请大家发心。首先，我们发心呢，把这个口传呢，去回向给所有的有情。那么大家也可以个别的为自己的父亲、母亲，无论是在生的还是往生的，和我们的先祖和跟我们有关系的所有的家人、族人等等，为他们去回向。也为这个世界和平，所有的众生离苦得乐，这个安稳的这个世界来这个回向，请大家发起在心相续中发起如此的意愿。
Then also especially dedicate collectively to any individual here and your family members who may be going through any health issues or any form of obstacles. We collectively dedicate to each and every one of them to overcome their obstacles and restore, their happy, meaningful, healthy, prosperous life.
那么这边呢，也特别呢回向给在座的，我们用心的去回向在座的每一个同学，特别是那些现在正在经历任何障碍、病患，或是家里有特别的这个障碍，你心里想的任何的这些事情啊，我们在座的每一个同学，我们在座的115个同学，每一个家人，每一个同学的，特别是那些需要我们回向的同学。
And for rest of the individuals, we dedicate this for us to become just like the Bodhisattva Samantabhadra, just like Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, to able to fulfill, all their enlightened aspirations within our own spiritual continuum by developing altruism and able to be in the service of numberless sentient beings, temporary happiness after the ultimate happiness and enlightenment.
那这边呢，我们也回向给在座的每一位同学呢，那此生呢，能够证悟到普贤菩萨他这个无限的菩提心，利生这个利益众生的这个菩提心的这个证悟，愿我们各位都能像这个普贤文殊普贤菩萨一样，能够广泛的利益众生带领众生成就无上正等正觉。
Then also we dedicate for the good health, the long life of all our precious gurus, and also the swift return of the Kyabchen Lama Sopa Rinpoche and all the other, the gurus who manifest to pass away. And we also dedicate this to pacify the war that is happening in the world, the natural disasters, diseases and famine, whatever distraction there may be, to be overcome.
那么我们也把这个功德呢，回向给这个所有的具格的师长，能够健康长寿、长久住世、长转法轮。我们每一位的师长，那么特别呢，也把这个功德回向给我们尊敬的喇嘛梭巴仁波切，能够无碍的急速再返，带领我们成就无上正等正觉，也把这个功德回向给这个世界和平，远离一切战事。能够止息一切的天灾人祸，特别是现在正在进行的种种的世界上的战事，愿世界风调雨顺，世界和平。
So if you have the text, then you can read while I'm reading. I will read in Tibetan, so you can read in your own language. If you don't have the text, never mind. Then other time, whenever you're free, you can read the text. Yeah. And here you can just listen to my reading.
Okay, now I will share the Tibetan Chinese text on the screen when you do. So 如果大家我们待会儿会分享这个普贤行愿品的英文和藏文，大家就可以用心的这个双手合十，用心的去用耳朵去这个听诵这个接受这个口传So for those English speakers, maybe you can have your text ready. You can read yourself.
So before doing that, then we take refuge in Guru Buddha Dhamma Sangha, then generate altruistic motivation, then invoke the merit field, like Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, the Bodhisattva Samantabhadaras, and all the 10 direction Buddha Bodhisattvas and Gurus and deities and Dhamma protectors and Dhakas, Dakinis. And there we make the Samantabhadaras extensive clouds of offerings. Then a short mandala. Then after that, we'll do the transmission.
那么我们在这个接受口传前行呢，首先我们要读诵这个皈依发菩提心。那么首先做这个皈依，那么发菩提心，然后呢，在这个迎请这个资粮田，在迎请资粮田呢，我们观想迎请所有的圣众，资粮田的圣众，包括所有的上师、本尊、空行那么在他面前呢，我们做这个七支供养。以及呢，这个献这个曼达，那么之后呢，我们来接受这个口传。
上界就当作业就那拉，将就把都当年加送件，大界之间结别所南界，罗拉偏界上界主巴来就上界就当作业就那拉，将就把都当年加送。大界之间结别所南界，罗拉偏界上。如巴来就三界，觉当作业就那拉，将就把都当年加送件，大界学界界别所南，罗拉偏界三界，如巴来就。tam je de ne sa je da za ma la zo me ba da la de da nyam ben du ye rang je jang bo ne ju ro je ma lu sem je gun yu je do de bon je me se jum de la on na ma lu yang da che ju jum de gor je ne de je zo zo la da mi je be ze ngo zo ja da yi je ru ko san je de la na nam ye kam gue kyab ju ro je omo namo bhagavate be za sa ra pa ma da ne da da ga da ya ha ra ha de sam ya sam bu da ya ta ya tha om be ze ma be Mahadisa Benza Mahabia Benza Mahabudizita Benza Mahabudi Mendo Pasatamana Benza Sawaka Mahavarana Bishudana Benza Yeso Omo Namo Bhagavate Benza Sarapamadane Tatangata Ya Harahadi Samya Sambuddha Yadayata Om Benza Benza Mahadisa Benza Mahabia Benza Mahabudizita Benza Mahabudi Mendo Pasatamana Benza Sawaka Mahavarana Bishudana Benza Yeso Omo Namo Bhagavate Benza Sarapamadane Tatangata Ya Harahadi Samya Sambuddha Daya dao benze benze ma deza benze ma biya benze ma buddhi zida benze ma buddhi mendo baza damana benze zawaka ma warana bishu dana benze yezo kunjo sumye denpa da sanje da janju senpa tamje je chinje labda sonye yo zo zo benga da shimbo soje ye namba da je samje meja ve dobje de de je nye do jo barai gyoro je sa je be je jo je men do da ma re rab le je nyen de je ba de sa je shin do mi de be wa yi do ge nam da shin la je ba ra yi jo da je lu nga ye zo lo jo de zo ja zo je ren je men da sa mo ko za zo ba zo jo ba lo ye la ne la ma ye dam kun jo zo la tu je wan je shin nyen da la jin je la do zo da je cha da mo zo je be yo ta nye ba zo lo da lo jo da pa ba me ba bu je le sho doso rasa rowa jinje lo ye dhamma guru rana menda la kamni ya daya me kange do zene zone dawa dam je bam be je da be je ne de ze be go dam de la cha ze lo to ni ni je zon do ju be la ma ze je ze je kan je de de wo cha da be mo de ze so wa de zo yin de lun zhu shu Sangju Melam. Papa Jabba Juno Jubala Jazalo Genius of Dajo Jidena, the Zojaba Miz and Gego, Dajima Luda, Damjela, Ludanga, Davicha, you was some Bajiba Molado, Daji, Jawadam Ji, Josodo, Shija Dunila Dubai. Jawagola Doja, Zalo Dujidena, Dunia Sajana, Masanja Jevana Shubata, the Chuji, Namaluba, Tamja Jawada Jekam, the Dangaba Mizjazo Nama, Yanja, Jazo Dagui. Jawa kunje de rabzo je de wa che ba tam je da je de men do tam ba tre wa tam ba da se nye nam da ju ba do jo da ma me jo da de ba tam ba ye Jawa de da na ne ju ba je na sa tam ba nam da de jo da che ma pe ma re da nye ba ko be je ba ba be ju gen je Jawa de da na ne ju ba je jo ba ka na la me ja je wa de da Jawa tam je la ya me sam bo je na de be do da je Jawa ko la chan za ju ba je do ja che da de mo wan je ne lu da nga da de je ja Tiba daji jeba chi seba, teta tamche daji so so sa, chu chu jawa kunda sanje se, ranja nanda lo da me lo da, chuwa kunji so nam kala ya, teta kunji chi so da ye ra, kana chu chu chi ten chu ma da, chan chu renpa sanje ma cha nye, kubo teta daji tamche, kolo la na me ba kuwa ku, nying me da to ka chi teta la, chuwa kula pe chi te pe chi, kawa shi chi te nyi shu ba ya, daji tamo ra chi so ba ye, chan sa wa da chu chi sha ba da, chi su ye ra ku chi so ba ye. Yawa juze daje chi saba, tamche daje chanchu chen, boro ngo, debe sanje namda chu chu ye, jite dana, jije dana ka chu chu pa kyo, kaya ma chu teta ra nyo wa, samse chanchu renpa sanje chen. Chu chu ka le chi na chi nye pa, teta je chi yon so ta pa kyo, chanchu shen wa chu che kya wa ta, sanje se che ra to ka wa kyo, chu chu simche ka na chi nye pa, teta ta to ne me te wa kyo, to wa ku chi chu che to nam nye, tu pa chu che re wa tu pa shi. Chacho cheba tane ta chuche chuwa kunje jewa tenche che tsara kundu tseba jewa na tato tane rato chuwa cho jewa kunje che solo jo te sambo cheba yongzo chuche che sure cheba time yongda ba tato nya nyum na tato ma nya jume cheba cho la ye keta lu ta ne chen che chubo tata mi jen na ta chuwa kunje dana che zang ba tamche che to ta che che to to ti che paro chen la raba te rawa chen te chan chu sene na ya che ma Diba ka na diba juma da deda mali yung so chanwa sho le da nye mo de je le nam le do shi chi ten do wa nam so ya chi da pe me su ye che ba ye ni da na ka to pa me da je xin je je da sho na je za ba ngi so do nga ra do shi ba je de wa da la do wa kun je je do wa tam je la ne pe ba je cha ju che ba yung so so je je sem je da je chu da pe ba ju Sambo jeba dani raba de je mao gawa kundo jeba gyo daji je da soba kan jeba de da dani da do joba sho de da nga da ma dani sim je ja jeba da da ma la ji do ji da la pen ba de be joba kan sambo jeba ra do de ba na ma de da da ya da do che ba sho de da da je na ya ye me jo Sanje zeje kowe gombo na ngozo dadu daje jawa da mo gawa kundo mi jowa de da la ya choba ja je jawa nam je dambe che zeje chanjo choba kundo na wa je sambo jeba nam ba je cha wa ya mo gawa kundo jeba je seba dam je do yang ko wa na so nam yi je da ne mi ze nye tab da she ra ba den ze nam da da yön de kun je mi ze je je do juro de je de na de nye de je de na de nye shin na ma de shin de sang je me ja sang je na ma sang je se je wen la shu ba la chang ju je ba je je da ba je de da ma le tam je cho so ya zha za ma je la de zu ma ce nye je sang je ja zu shin na ja zu da ka wa ja zu je je ra do ju su je ya na ja zu da je ji Jawa kunya ya la nama da ba zhuwa kunje samba je xe ya sanje song la da do ju ba je tu song xe be jawa tam je da ko le su na ra do ko wa de da je ya song ya mi se lo ye do je da ja ra do ju ma ga wa tam je ju ba ya ke je da ja ju ba je ka ya ga wa de su che de da ke je cha xe je ne shu ba je tu song xe ba mi se ge ga Deda geje jela da ye da da do deda ye ne je yo la ye ma je ben nam da do ye jo ga ya de so da ye shin ge ba deda do je den do ngo ba do deda ma le cho na tam je do ja wa da ye shin nam ko la jo ga ya ma jo ji de jo ma na ja jo re ba san ja ko lo go ni nge de ba ra do she da de go bo ku ji ju do da ju ku do ni we ju do da da ku ni go ye te ge te be do na da ku do ye de je be do na Kudo jaba jaba da je do, kune jewe sona do na da, chaba ame ba jewe ishe do, sheraba tabda teze tabda je, chanchu toba na yanda juba je. Le je do na yoso da je je nyamo do na kundo zoba je, de je do na do me raba je je sambo jewe do ne zoba je. Shinama jazo namba da je je semje jazo da ne namba do, shinama jazo rabdo tong je je, ishe jazo rabdo toba je, cheba jazo namba da je je. Mela jazo rado zoba je sanje jazo rado che je je kawa jazo me je je ba je kaya de so je be ja wa ye changju je be ma la je da na sambo je be changju sanje ne de ge ma lo da je zo ba je ja wa ku je se je tu bo ba gang ge mi ne ku do sa she ja ke ba de da so ba je be je ke wa de da tam je rab do ngo le da nga da ye ja nam da jing Choba namanda shina yonda ba ngo sambo jeba che tawa de da da jang de da song ba sho kune jeba sambo jebe che chambe je ne molam jeba ji mo gawa kundo mi jeba de jawa ma le zo ba ji jeba da ne che ye ma ju je yön de nam ja che zo me ba sho jeba se me ba la ne ne jang de da zhu ba tam je sa wa ji nam je da do jeba je zang ba sem je ma le ta yang de shin de je zang ma le jang je mo ta ju la da ne 다지 몰라마다 야 대자모 가야 저주시나 다예바리 제제대 자완노라부 나다미 대외 조 남자 신예 드냐 가와 부와예 강게 오웨 자보데 테네 찬주 저제 제소라 메제 렌제 잠야 대바제바네 선나마 담베초도 대조로 강기 상주 말라 대다베 데네게소 탐제 바와죠 데네 조보냐 바바와예 나와 타예 데야 데뉴도 데다 녜바라 라미에 데와초 미제데야 데다 레바wo 콘도 상보데야 제라 데다림보 미도 디신조 세명아보다제 데바나마 강기 미셰 왕제 제바다 데예 상보 제바데제 뉴도 말레 용서 장와죠 이셰 다네 소다 체 나마다 레다 레다 카도 나마다 데바죠 되다 무데 마보데 미도 지대 좀보 그나 저바죠 장주 치마도 데 뉴도 손네 섬제 펜데 데레도 데 장주 장주 산제 콜로라도고 되나마 대단체 바탐제도 Kaya sambo jebe me lama de changwa da ne de dama lo ba ye de namba me ba sanje je chanju cho la som nye ma je je jamba de dara ke je ba wa tang kundo sambo de ya de shin de da kun je je so da lo je je wa de da tam je rab do ngo de so je be je wa tam je je ngo ga lo chu do nga ba de 다제 제베 자와데 근자 삼보 제제 랍도 고와제 다네 치베 두제 주바나 제바 탐제 다네 치사데 오소 나와 다예데 돈에 대와 제제 신데 랍도로 데소네네 몰람데다 아자 탐제 말룡도 주바쇼 데다 말레다게 용소가 지데제제 심제 펜바게 제베진고 사시 가와데 Jave jingo sanshin gawa de pema damba shindo zele je nawa taye jave musundo lunde bayan daje dire toba sho tene daje lunde raba tone choba mambo cheba cha je je lo ye do je chucho namso ya simje nala pemba mambo je sambo jebe molama demba jewa chuse daje che saba tene jebe mola jewa nam Keje ne tamje joba jo gaya sambo joba de ngebe sonama taye damba gang toba de jowa donga shubo jewa nama weba mebe nera toba sho melama jabo de da choji zo taye jowa gun la pe je kundo sambo jebe shindu je nge son ne nama lu don warai sho baba sambo jebe malam je jabo zo sho. Yeah, so then the transmission or transmission is complete. So take a moment to dedicate in your heart, as mentioned earlier. And you can also do specific dedication, you know, to whatever purpose you wish to dedicate. And accordingly, based on this, the aspiration or dedications that just met through the Kings of Prayer.
那我们刚才已经圆满了普贤行变的口传，在这边呢，请诸位在心中升起的强大的这个回向。那特别如果有个别的个别的这个发愿回向呢，可以在这边花1分钟时间认真的回向。
Oh yeah. Oh, Java de Yodo da Lama Sanje to Yone Dowa Chijamale. De Salang Bara Jo Dagi Jini Sabe Java de Tena Dowa Kula Kabeta Chabra Juju Losantama. Temba Yure Nebe Tashi Jo Sashi Beje Jo Jimendo Damari Rable Shinin de Jamba de Sanje Shinto Mide Bewa. Dogo Namda Shin La Jo Bara Jo Ye Damanguru Ranamenda. Kamneya daya me chanjo semjo rinpoche maje panam je juje jewa nyeba meba yang kone kundo bewa jore me tawa rinpoche maje panam je juje jewa nyeba meba kone kundo bewa jodo nye tawa rinpoche maje panam je juje jewa nyeba meba yang kone kundo bewa rai sho daya don beze de obu dene som duru duru zay daya don beze de obu dene som duru duru zay mi so daya don beze de obu dene som duru duru zay mi so chumni diji wa taji wa handa wa zuba san Oda mola da jira do de be jabo na cha se lo me jo se je jave jira da tende lo me be temba da je la san da be nam da me be ne go do jo be da zo me go be je no ba sim je ba ko sam ba che je do be da je jo. Okay, thank you very much. Now, if you have any questions, we can do a few questions. Yes, then we can stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saki Pokiji. We didn't have a chance to make our Manda offering to Kishila. Thank you. We all from our heart, the Manda offerings. Thank you,
Okay,
Kishila,
yeah, all good.
for
Thank you.
you offer all the precious things in the world. So
嗯
我们来的是向格西县这个请法的这个收口传的曼达，我们是在内心中向格西县这个曼达，所以
Mandala
我们
offering, Lamrim practice, Lojong practice, the best mandala offering.
可以说我们的菩提道次第的学习是对他最好的这个
Yeah.
曼达，最好的供养。
Okay, yeah. So any questions you have? If no question, then okay.
I think there's many questions, so we'd like to, there are
Then
questions.
also, since you don't have much time, I don't want to keep you so late. And I think some from other countries, including from US, then maybe they maybe miss their breakfast.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay. So I will try not to do the long-winded answer. Okay, I will try to do what do you call the rapid fire question answer.
Oh, really? It's okay. We're
We
ready to
try.
another 5 hours here. 可是了， we are okay. 可是说这个美国很多时候这个，现在是早餐，不想大家有世界各地的，我可是说会很快的答问题。那我跟格西说，我们在这边再留5个小时都没有问题。好，那我们这边呢，这个要节下做这个问答，那可能时间有限呢，我们想把这个问答呢，可能大家来举手，那先把这个问答给中文这个读书会的同学们，有问题的话可以先举手问这个我们 I would like to offer the question answer to the study groups member first as they accumulated many questions through the year. If that's okay, then we open up. We may let them go first, and then we have another. We can raise hand like that.
We can go 24 hours, no problem.
可能要24小时才能够时间中文同学有没有可以举手的？我这边有个同学已经先问了一个问题，但是这位同学格西今天的开始已经把你的问题好像已经有回答了，所以我想看看这个同学的问题There's a question, I think that Kishila from our group, I will ask first that he wrote earlier, but I think that you have already answered the question before your discourse. 这个同学的问题是说我们在这个大概的意思，你这位同学在不在线？您可不可以把你的问题先打开你的音来再问一遍，用中文。好，没有在线没有在线，那我替你问
在线。
在线，好，你把你的问题用中文再问一遍好了，我再翻译。是不是格西已经答了你的问题？您把这个问题再问一遍吧，您自己来问。
对，好，谢谢格西，谢谢师兄。我的问题是，我们作为一个在家人，作为一个这个上班族，如何在不脱离生活轨道的同时，将集资进账 上师相应和文思修持这个出离心、菩提心、空正见结合起来，把教法和工作生活结合起来，从而让人生变得充满意义。
So I think his question is that we are a layperson who have a job, and how can we integrate long ring, the three principle of paths, the renunciation, bodhicitta, and emptiness into our life, so our life will not go to extreme, so that we don't live a life of separate extreme and off the track of what we consider a normal life.
Yeah.
So I think the
So-
Geshe-la already.
Yeah. So so integrate our day-to-day activities, responsibilities like a job, as family, handling family, job, etc. With the mindfulness of being mindful of not to be too attached, whether not to be too not to do activity, do engage in the responsibility with less grasping, like grasping of excessive attachment, excessive aversion, excessive attachment when you like something, when you feel good something, and excessive aversion if you encounter something is not favorable, then also completely kind of ignoring those in the middle. So try to have a sense of neutral awareness, neutral sense of engagement, with sense of more pacified heart, more peaceful state of heart. And on the basis of that, then engage in the relationship with all the experiences, with all the activities like work, family, in the motivation, and through the heart of genuine sense of love, genuine sense of compassion, genuine sense of empathy, genuine sense of kindness in your very best. So that is very much, the earlier one is very much renunciation, the application renunciation. The later one is very much applications of altruism or the bodhicitta, bodhisattva's practice. Then on top of that, there's a basic view about all the relationship with the job, with the family, with the experiences, good or bad, in the nature of interdependent existence, is circumstantial, conditional, interdependence, not kind of permanent or something like inherently independently kind of existent, whether to do with goodness or negative experience, very much engage in all relationship in the view of interdependent existence. So if you wish to establish good relationship, then you need to also establish conducive interdependent cause and conditions, from every side. If you wish to overcome those things that which is unfavorable to you, then also understand that this can be overcome. This obstacle can be overcome if I gather right circumstances, right environment, right interdependent condition. Any goodness comes in your way, also, not to have excessive kind of attachment, grasping as a permanent. Rather, this also understood as a circumstantial, interdependent arising. So that way, then you integrate all the three principal aspects of the path in your day-to-day life. So, in short, very much live a life in every situation, sense of calmness, not overexcited or not too depressed, sense of neutral, calm manner, and then every situation to handle with more open heart, handle with more gentleness, very much carry the essence of virtues like loving kindness, etc. Then whatever outcome there may be, not to completely carried away by that. To have a sense of detachment, sense of not bound by the graspings. So I think this is something like that.
Thank you. 这个格西的答案太棒了，希望这边有同学可以把这个到时候改成文字大家来好好学习这段话。那么首先格西说这个问题就是首先呢，这个问题可以用3个方面来答这个问题。第一个，首先呢，要把心呢要安住在，我们应该以一个觉知的心去生活。这个觉知心呢，就是不要太执着，对任何的人和事外界一切呢，要放下执着，不要太执着。我们以一个不要太执着的这样一个平常心呢，去经历所有的事情。所以碰到好事的时候，不要太喜欢；碰到不好的时候呢，不要太不喜欢。或是呢，这个贪嗔痴也不要太不决意，就是对中性的事情呢，也不要太不留意。所以首先呢，要保持这样一颗平常的心，不要太紧的这个抓住的执着的心。所以呢，这是第一个。那么再把心呢，能够安住在一个中性的一个平和的这个状态中呢，去经历外界的一切人和事，特别是对事呢，是应该这样的一个态度，修行人的态度，放下执着。第二点呢，就是当对人呢，对这个无论是对家人外在的一切的人际关系或在对和人的相处呢，我们应该真的要放在一个以菩提心为摄。那怎么样是为菩提心为摄呢？也就是说，以慈悲为怀呢。修行人以慈悲为怀，这个慈悲呢，应该表现在我们对人对事的一个我们叫做初心里面，能保持在这个真心，与人相处，对人对事有一颗这样的真心，这个真心很重要，这就是我们的慈悲心的表现。那么第3个方面呢，是以我们的见，什么样一个见呢，去把我们的生活去过这个日子呢？这个见呢，就是知道说一切的这个我们这个一切的有为世界，无论是工作，无论是你的好和不好的体验或者是人你喜欢的，你所 你所注重的人，你不在乎的，你在乎的一切呢，都是一个缘起的一个现象。一切有为法为缘起，它都是因它而立的，而且它们不是一个持有的、永久的，不是一个独自存在，也不是个永久的现象，而且一切现象呢，都是因缘而生，因缘而灭，我们叫做缘起。这个我们四部中医的缘起法呢非常重要。我们在这个缘起法呢这个态度的表现呢，就是当碰到大的障碍的时候，当我们碰到不好的事情的时候呢，应该知道这些不好的事情或者大的磨难呢，它也是因缘而生。因此呢，我们也可以因缘而灭。所以一旦我们能够知道说碰到大灾难，我们也不要太沮丧，知道当这个因缘结束的时候，它这个缘分也会去也是可以被改变的，灾难也是可以被改变的。那同样呢，当我们碰到非常好的事情的时候这个人生的好的不得了的时候我们呢也不要太过这个激动高兴，也不要太过去在意，也知道一切好的也都是如梦如幻的，因缘而生，因缘而起。因此呢，如果我们能够把心安住在这样的一个觉知里面的时候呢，这个心主要是不是太高，也不是太低，是一个平常的一个中性的心去经历一切人和事呢，那么这样呢，我们就把三主要道的这个出离心、菩提心和空正见呢，能够注入到像刚才讲的那个注入到的我们的人生。所以呢，如果我们把这个做人的这个以菩提心，以这个菩提做人的这个人生的这个口诀呢，就可以分3点。第一点是保持一个中性的平和平常心不要太放下执着，对任何的好和坏都不要太过执着。好的时候不要太高兴，坏的时候也不要太难过。那么第二呢，就是一个这个真心待人，这个一个修行人应该菩提心的这个表现呢，是一个我们遇人处事呢，应该是温和、平常、谦卑开开心心的、真心的这个去待人，这样呢是一个菩提心的表现。那么第三呢，最重要的这个主要的这个空正见的这个见呢，就表现上呢，我们的人生无论是什么的碰到什么事情什么样的结果，对外呢都不要太高，对这个结果呢都应该不要这个太过太高太低的反应，不要太过执着，好的坏的，一切都是如梦如幻。一切都是因缘而生，因缘而起。那么把这个空正见的这个见呢，也把它紧紧的和我们的心相续呢放在一起。如果是这样的话呢，我们这个人生呢，就是以这个三主要道配合修行的人生嘛。OK.
So the time is already a bit late, maybe for many of you. If you need to leave, you can leave anytime, okay? But then those who have question, we can carry on.
可惜说时间已经晚了，9:38了。如果大家有事的可以先走的话，没有问题可以先走。那如果还有问题的话呢，有些也愿意跟我们再问答。Okay. Then maybe next question we should give a chance for the English group. Anyone who has real good question can raise hand first. You have to unmute yourself.
Maybe you say you have some questions with you, isn't it? You can ask that one also.
That was the question. That was the question I asked him to
then
ask.
It seems like question is finished.
So question finished. 中文同学还
没
有其他的问题？
没有问题， isn't it? You say like that?
没有问题吗？没有问题
没有问题
啊。
吗
哦
？Everything good?
哦 Okay, yeah, there's somebody right here. If I can
Okay,
ask in Chinese,
sure.
this person says, "Yes, I've been studying." And it says, 这个问题是，比如遮那与空性有什么关系？是这个问题吗，同学？So the question, I think, it's a 3-hour discourse. Is what's the relationship of vipassana meditation to emptiness?
Mm. So Vipassana, from the language of Lamrim, from the language of Tibetan Buddhism, then the Vipassana is about meditation, the meditation on emptiness, and observation meditation on emptiness, using the serviceable mind of shamatha is called the Vipassana. But then in today's time, the Vipassana, this particular term, is used very widely, in the world. Many different forms of meditations are also labeled as a Vipassana. So they may have their own reasons. But otherwise, it is one of the most profound meditation practice. The object of meditation has to be emptiness, and that meditation has to be conducted with the most serviceable, most favorable meditative mind called the shamatha mind.
那么这个笼盖的来讲呢，比如遮那呢，比如舍那呢，它是一个以空性为所缘境的空性的融入的这个智慧观的这个一个禅修，其实是非常重要。那现在呢，在市场上面，外面呢，往往呢会混淆了真正的这个比罗遮那的这个禅修。其实比罗遮那禅修呢，首先应该以一个止观为基础，必须已经以止观为基础，然后以空性作为所缘境的空性所融入的禅修。那么他的这个修行的这个所缘境呢，必须是以空性。那么空性的这个基础呢，必须建立在这个新的这个止观的这个成就上面。可以说，那么借由止观的成就，以空性为所缘呢，获得这个空性的这个观的这个成就。所以这个是一个笼盖的这个话题啊。但是如果是深讲的话，可能需要很长的时间了。
So in the language of Lamrim, the meditation on special insight is the what called Vipassana meditation.
那么在这个菩提道次第的这个这个基础上呢，这个毗卢遮那呢，也就是这个特别观叫做特别观。
Okay.
I guess one more question here. Here it says, I think that somehow 这个陆片系同学是吧？如何化病苦为道用？这是您问的这个您可以a question is how do we transform sickness into practice?
How do we transform sickness into practice?
Yeah.
So make the sickness most meaningful. And the way to do that is through the practice of Tonglen, practice of taking and giving, Tonglen. When we experience sicknesses, then take the opportunity to experience that adversity on behalf of rest of the suffering numberless sentient beings, and you dedicate all your goodness for the well-being of rest of the numberless sentient beings. That's one of the way. The another way is whenever sickness experiences, take the opportunity to purify one's own past, negativities. That also can integrate practice of Tonglen, all the future sufferings, the future sicknesses that we may experience, if there's any karma that we have, karmic potential that we may carry now in our continuum, then you also take all those future sicknesses, future sufferings onto this present suffering. Then most importantly, to take the opportunity to eradicate the root cause of the sickness, which is self-cherishing and self-grasping ignorant. Self-cherishing, like attachment, delusions, and self-grasping ignorant. So through the practice, through the tools of the wisdom of emptiness, meditating, applying the meditation of emptiness onto the object, that sickness, bring about eradicating the ignorance. Then by elevating the suffering other sentient beings, by taking onto the self-grasping, self-cherishing attitude, bring about the eradications of the self-cherishing attachment, self-cherishing attachments like that. So sickness is one of a very powerful tool for purification, and very powerful tool also accumulations of merit through such profound practices, and also is very powerful antidote to destroy the ego, egoic, centered mind, and it's a very powerful experience to develop humility, to become more kinder, more compassionate when you see limitation in yourself, especially those who, used to boast of their goodness, you see, so like that.
那么这边呢，这个我们如何把转病患为道用呢？首先呢，我们应该把这个病患呢，把这个变换，让这个病呢变得有意义，变成一个可以修行的工具。那么把它呢，这个修行工具呢，就是借用这个自他相换法的修行啊，自他相换法的修行，把这个病患呢给转为道用啊。那么如何来做呢？首先呢，我们可以把这个病患呢，把自己的功德，自大相换法的这个修行法呢，就是把自己的功德呢回向给众生，或者回向给其他这些也是有患这个病的众生，然后呢，把众生的终身的苦呢，借由我的病患呢去消灭。那么所以呢，如果我们以自他相换法的方式呢，就可以把这个病患呢变成一个修行的工具，一个及时进藏的工具。那么第一点呢，就是借由修这个自他相换法，把自己的好的一个功德呢回向给众生，愿他们能离苦得乐，这样的一个自他相换法。第二呢，就是这个病患呢，借用这个变化呢，来净除自己过去世的 所有的恶业。那么这个恶业呢，因为这个恶业的成熟呢，我们今天这个病呢，其实它是一个恶业的成熟。那么也可以借由这个病呢，有自他相换法的方法呢，我们可以把这个，比如说将来我们在将来可能要这个经历的病患呢，我们可以借由这个自他相换法的修行呢，带到现在。因为现在进行的所经历的这些病患呢，来净除自己过去世的所有的恶业，因此呢，消除我们过去将来的所有的可能要经历的病患。那么第三个方法呢，第三个重点呢，就是这个病患呢是一个非常好的可以帮助我们永远的消除这个病患的根源，也就是这个自我珍惜心，这个无明和这个自我珍惜心。因此呢，可以借用这个空正见的力量呢，来修行这个自他相换法。要把这个，也就是说，要把这个空正见的这个正见呢，把它加在这个无明这个无明也把空正见作为一个力量，作为一个武器，去净除这个一切病患之根源，也就是无明和恶业。那么这个呢，也可以借由这个自他相换法的方法呢，把这个无明呢彻底的这个消除。那这个无明呢，一切的这个无明的根源呢，就是这个自我珍惜心，这个自大，这个对自己的这个执着，对自见的执着。那么，如果我们能把这个病患呢，把它变成一个伟大的工具呢，借由这个，那这个工具呢，可以把它变成一个极之净障能够净除无数劫的恶业，并且呢，借由这个修行自我这个自他相换呢，我们可以累积无数的功德，拿这个功德呢来消除一切这个轮回的根源，一切无明病患最究竟的根源，也就是这个我执和自我珍惜心。所以这样子这个方法。
So suffering is also very, very meaningful experience to develop, three principal aspects of the path, to develop renunciation towards samsara, which is the suffering. Then, in order to be free from the suffering, then you need to be free from the karma and delusion, to gain renunciation towards karma and delusion. Then, because of your own suffering, and now you have a base to feel the suffering of others, how painful it can be. Then from there, you can use that as a tool to develop genuine sense of compassion, eventually, bodhicitta towards the rest of the sentient being. Then suffering is also a very intense object to realize the interdependent the cause and effect interdependent relationship where the suffering comes from so it's one of very, very good experience to analyze the meaning of interdependent arising because of creating certain action in the past and establishing potential within our continuum, which bring about the experience of sickness. So this is interdependent arising. And if we're able to understand that, we can able to expand our understanding of more deeper level of interdependent arising, which is ultimately to realize the most profound, the understanding of interdependent arising, that suffering too, is a projection of our mind. Suffering too, arises from our mind. You see, and in another way, it is also a very intense object of emptiness meditation. When you are intense in pain and try to investigate where the pain is coming from. Is there any substantial phenomena out there that which can call as a pain, which can kind of detect as a pain. All the pain, all the pain is something is inherent, or it is true, whether it's true existent or not. Whether it is just occur causelessly. So you can apply all the logic and reasoning to find the ultimate nature of the pain, and since you are in a so painful, your investigation also can be kind of directed very concentrated way, and then the immediate benefit out of it is you start to experience a lesser pain because your focus is kind of divided away, taken away from just simply focusing on the pain. So there are unbelievable benefit when we go through painful experiences.
那么这个痛苦疾病呢，也是一个实证三主要道的一个非常好的一个工具和修行。我们在三主要道主要是以出离心、菩提心、空正见。那么首先呢，借由自己的实际的身体的这个痛苦呢，我们可以因此升起一个这个正确的出离心啊，愿出离这个轮回的生老病苦。那么这个应该是很容易的去做到。这个如果您在这个受苦的时候还没有升起对轮回的处理的话，生老病死，特别是病苦，那么这个是一个很自然的现象。那么所以因此呢，首先借由病患处理正入这个三主要道的出离心。那么第二呢，就是这个菩提心呢，那么借由自己的病苦呢，我们可以感受到他人的痛苦因此呢，升起真正的这个对他人的慈悲心。也许我们经历了苦之后，才知道什么是病苦，也知道说跟我们一样的有无数的众生嘛，都是在经历如此的痛苦。那么这个痛苦呢，也是可以唤起我们这个对于他人的真正菩提心的这个真心。那么第三呢，就是这个病苦呢，其实是这个修这个缘起性苦的一个非常好的一个机会。那么因为我们的病苦呢，我们可以用这个病苦来实际的禅修空性以及特别是缘起。那么其实这个来了解这个缘起的这个缘起，因为一切的这个病苦呢，病呢也是因缘而生的。那么如何这个缘起那么也可以说因缘起呢，它的性呢最后是空的。那么如何呢？以性空呢来这个来可以说来对治对治这个病患，也可以说在究竟的真正上，这个一切因为一切都是由心而造，那么是否这个病患呢，它也是由心而造呢？那会不会也是因为心的转变而由心而灭呢？这也都是缘起性空的这个禅定的禅修的很好的这个机会。那特别是因为病患的关系呢，您会很认真的，我们至少会很关注的、很专注的去修这个。我们可以来专注的来观察这个病患本身，他是有自信的吗？他这个病从哪里来的？他的来点在哪里？他这个病患是他是由自信的独自而存在的呢，还是由其他因缘来的？那么我们可以用我们的逻辑和我们的分析呢，来观察、来调查、来专注的禅修这个缘起病患和缘起的相依相靠的这个。那么因此呢，我们就进入了最后这个主题，就是这个空正见。那么了解缘起性空，把这个缘起性空和我们的病患或者人生任何的事情呢，把它变成我们的禅修的所缘。所以这个三主要道也是我们医病的最好的良药。 Thank you.
Okay. Any more?
There is one
It's
more. Okay, Sheila,
oh,
do we have time?
yeah, yeah. I'm
Oh,
ready to stay another 24 hours, no problem.
this people just writing. 武明师兄讲
Uh,
说，请问格
yeah,
西开始
there's one more. It's maybe not so nice to hear, but
no two more actually, right?
the
The whoever
suffering is the blessing that which bring introduction to Dharma. Suffering is the blessing that make us remember Guru. Suffering is the blessing that make us remember Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, all the virtues, and suffering is the reason that Dharma exists, and suffering is the reason that path can be developed. Suffering is the reason that enlightenment or the liberation can be achieved. If there's no suffering, none of this is no meaning, isn't it?
再加一句说，苦是很好的。其实因为有苦，才会有这个上师，才会有法，才会有出离，才会有佛法，才会有菩提道次第啊。这个其实这个苦呢，是一切的解脱的缘起，是一切解脱的最重要。没有解脱呢，就没有这个苦呢，就没有解脱。所以没有这个苦呢，也没有今天的一切。
Oh, you finished translation. Okay, this was quick.
Summarize.
Okay. So yes, of course, we then you may say, then why you pray, why you wish, have no suffering. So here, the Buddhist prayer, Buddhist wishes is, to forever to have everlasting happiness, which is totality of the freedom from karma and delusion. That's the prayer that we are making. Then by the way, of course, whatever samsaric consequences, the what you call the samsaric experience, suffering of pain, suffering of change, pervasive compounded suffering, all this. Of course, wish others to be free from that, but ultimately is to be free from its causes, the karma and delusion, so that sentient being can experience everlasting happiness, the true happiness, you see. But just ordinary way of praying or wishing someone to be free from suffering, not necessarily may fulfill the actual purpose of wishing others to be free from suffering. It's just wishing for free from suffering or pain, but even able to be free from suffering or pain, but if you don't purify karma and delusion, it will relapse. So like that.
那么我们讲这个其实苦呢是非常重要修行的主题啊。这个我们讲，我们希望一切众生离苦得乐，其实仅仅的去希望众生可以离苦呢是不够的，因为我们最究竟的这个佛陀所的教法呢是愿众生能够远离这个生老病死的汪洋大海呢，它最重要呢是能够远离一切苦集苦因，这个也就是远离这个苦的最究竟的因，也就是这个无明和惑，无明和这个业和无明。那么只有我们完全的 这个摆脱了对这个业和无明的掌握呢，我们才能真正的处理这个山途，才能真正的远离一切这个山苦啊，生老病死的这些山苦。所以我们不能仅仅的去愿去解脱这个暂时的这些病苦，而是能够要去解脱永久的这个无明汪洋，这个轮回中的这个无明的这个汪洋大苦，也就是生老病死的业和这个无明的这个能够断业和断惑的这个真正的原因，这才是最究竟的。我们佛法中佛教这个以及佛陀所祈愿要带领众生祈愿的是脱离这个苦及苦因，也就是这个无明和业。
So as long as the effect of karma and delusion, which the contaminated aggregate, the samsaric aggregate is obtained, no prayers, can able to overcome within the circle of already the ripened result of the ripened result of the delusion and karma in the form of contaminated aggregate, the samsaric aggregates, the both mind and the body. All the 5 aggregates, feeling, compositional factor, etc., all these 5 aggregates, is as long as we already obtained that, then no prayers can able to overcome getting sick, no prayers, no Buddha or no prayers, no Dharma, no Sangha can able to overcome, getting old and even, dying. Nothing, no one, nothing can able to overcome, you see. So the only way to overcome death, sickness, aging, we need to overcome the birth. In order to overcome the birth, the samsaric rebirth, we need to overcome the karma and delusion, you see. So ultimately, as a true, Buddhist who really know the Dharma and who really know how to do prayer, we in fact ultimately should pray to overcome whole of the samsara, which is the contaminated aggregates and karma and delusion. This is the whole of the samsara. Not just praying to heal the wound of the cut, not just to not just to have a slightly longer life. That is not good enough prayer. That is not the real, the Dharma way. It is a very worldly way. Just praying for only this life, longer life, healthier life, more prosperous life is a very worldly way. And there is a benefit, but very limited benefit. But if you able to make a correct prayer, then by the way, we will receive the maximum benefit also for the temporary benefit, like having longer life, having healthier life, having more prosperous life, more youthful life, like that.
那么重点呢是如何的去发这个离苦得乐这个愿呢？怎么去发这个愿呢？就是很有讲究学问的。那首先呢，我们无论是佛陀，没有任何的佛法僧三宝呢，可以能够有能力呢来发愿呢，我们不去经历这些生老病死的苦，因为呢生老病死来自于我们这个有染的五蕴，那么因为借由这个有染的五蕴，我们才会有这个身体，有这个身体，我们自然呢 就会有生老病死。所以生老病死这些苦呢，是没有任何的三宝是可以帮助发愿或者修法让我们不去经历的。唯有呢，也就是说，没有任何的法呢，可以让我们不去经历死苦、病苦和劳苦那么除非呢，我们呢能够从这个有染的五蕴中呢解脱出来。因此呢，这个没有任何的法可以遮止生老病死，唯有呢，因此呢，只有一个可以去彻底的解决这个生老病死的问题呢，就是要去消灭它的这个根，也就是这个无明和业。因为有无明和业，我们才会有生。如果要有生，才会有这个苦。所以呢，一个真正的佛教徒，一个真正的修行人，我们发这个离苦得乐的这个愿力呢，这个愿呢，应该发的是去彻底的去消灭轮回，彻底的去对治轮回，去对治轮回这个有染的五蕴之身，去能够这个消灭这个轮回的根，也就是无明和业。那么，所以呢，就像我们这个发愿的时候呢，不要像只是发一个愿呢，就好像只是把我们的伤口扎了个包，这个纱布，只是暂时的止痛。我们并没有办法去真正的去疗愈这个伤疤，这个伤疤它是无止境的轮回和业，所以我们不能只短视的去发愿啊，去长寿去让病好了以后去长寿而已。因为呢，长寿了以后呢，我们又会一生一生的再次去经历这个轮回之苦，所以呢，一个真正的修行人应该发的愿呢，一个正确的愿力呢，去来止息这个轮回，止息这个出离这个轮回的这个汪洋大海，这才是一个真正修行人应该发的愿。
Okay. Any more question?
There are two more questions. I'm not sure
Okay.
that would be enough time, or Geshe-la would like to answer quickly, or have.
Okay, you ask and see how it goes.
武明师兄，您这个问题，这是有点个人性的问题，你要在这边问的话，我就会替你问了这个他的问题是，请格西指示观察修止和观察修和止住修的连结。我停下来做止住修，刚刚观察所得的感受就模糊消失了。This person is talking about the connection between the shamatha and the vipassana, how to in terms of the connection that he said in his experience when he stopped putting the mind in the shamatha practice, and then if he stopped doing that, and then whatever the feeling, and if he try to shift that into vipassana, but if he doesn't focus on the shamatha object at the time, then whatever experience he have become lost or become confused when he try to shift. And
Okay.
what is how to link the two practice?
In order to do genuine, real vipassana practice, then first you need to develop shamatha. Once you develop 9 levels of shamatha, then using the emptiness as a meditation object to able to place your concentration, and at the same time able to do analytical observation of its characteristic, then you're able to do the vipassana. But for the initial training, to achieve vipassana, to achieve special insight, either you complete training in shamatha using any object of meditation that you like, Then once you develop 9 levels of shamatha, then you change the object, you integrate the object of meditation for that shamatha mind as a wisdom of emptiness. Then there you can able to, have a sustainable, cultivation or sustainable progress in the vipassana meditation. Another way is from very beginning when you train in shamatha, instead of using any other object of meditation, you use emptiness wisdom as the object of meditations of the shamatha. And when you achieve the shamatha using the emptiness wisdom of meditation, you also achieve simultaneous the realization on special insight and also vipassana together. But before either achieving shamatha on other object or achieving the 9 level of shamatha using meditation object as an emptiness wisdom, then try to experience the vipassana along the way is not possible. The genuine sense of vipassana is not possible. Not possible to actualize. In order to actualize genuine sense of vipassana, you need to have a quality serviceable mind, and that is shamatha quality mind, which is a 9 level of achieving shamatha quality mind. First 7, 8 is not good enough. So that's why even you use emptiness as object of meditation in the form of shamatha meditation, it won't work. It won't work.
好，这个我们师兄这个主题呢，是首先呢，我们讲观察修和止住修呢，要能在观察修上有任何的觉受这个成就呢，其实其中呢它的这个条件呢，是你要在止住修上有所成就，也就是说，应该成就了久住心以后的这个行者呢，才能真正的在观察修上呢，能够升起觉受，不然是很困难的。所以要成就这个观察修呢，有2种方法。第一种方法呢，是首先呢，我们以止住这个止住修呢，也就是止住修呢，首先呢在止住修上下功夫，也就是说，你在这个止住修，你去找一个所缘境，在这个所缘境上面呢，你一直修到你成就了久住心要整个久住心已经成就了，不是8住心、7住心、8住心，成就了久住心之后，你才去换这个所缘境，你才把这个成就以后的所缘境呢。成就了久住心之后，你才去换这个所缘境，进入观察修，这是一个传统的这个方法所以呢，一定呢不在这个之前呢，你要去换这个所缘境去做这个观察修呢，是很难成就，而且几乎是不可能。那么第2个方法呢，就是你在这个观察修和止住修同时一起进行，那这个时候呢，你就把这个空性作为观察修的所缘境把空性作为止住修的所缘境，用空性作为所缘。如果是用这个方法呢，你可以同时呢，可能可以同时成就观察修和止住修，也就是说，你以空慧作为你的所缘境，而不是以这个止住修用一个其他的所缘境成就了久住心，再去修观察修。你这个时候是第2种方法，你是观察修、止住修同时修，以空性作为所缘。但是呢，你有可能同时成就观察修和止住修，但是呢，这个呢也是非常困难，因为呢，你没有经过这个专一的 止住修，以一个所缘境成就了九住心，去进入空性慧的修行呢，其实也是非常困难，不容易成就，但是可以这么做。所以呢，你要选择2个方法。如果是在没有成就这个一心一意的成就这个9住心，或者你只成就了7住心或者6住心，那也是不够的。是这个心是没有办法能摄住这个所缘的。所以呢，你在这个时候去改变，去进入观察修，因此这个观察修不容易成就，这是道理，因为你还没有成就你的止住修，是这个道理。
So
Okay.
real quality of vipassana is the meditation level that you have a capability to stay single-pointed concentration on wisdom of emptiness. At the same time, that single-pointed meditative mind have the ability to do analytical observation of whatever object that you want to observe. It is ultimate nature. So that is the quality vipassana.
那么真正的观察修的他的这个智慧呢，是要能够在首先以空性为所缘，能一心不二的这个所住所缘境的同时，并可以同时呢，能够以空性为这个观察修的，同时进入以观察修的这个修行，同时并行进入。这是真正的这个观察修的定义。Okay.
Okay. Then what is the another question?
The other last question is, what is the benefit of the Zen mandala?
What is the benefit of Zen mandala?
Yeah, any kind
There
of
are many,
Zen mandala.
there are many benefits. So
这个问题是沙坛僧有什么功能、什么利益？
So okay, there among many, there are few. Okay, to say one of the benefit is to create the meritorious causes to actualize, Buddha's celestial, the deity's celestial, to achieve the deity's mandala. So that's why you create the mandala. So you create a lot of merit creating that.
沙坛僧有很多的功德。第一个呢，就是这个借由沙坛僧，我们可以跟这个本尊的本尊的坛城，本尊的这个坛城呢接上这个联系啊。
And then another important teachings of creating Zen mandala is for us to learn, for us to receive the teachings on impermanent. Because once you create the mandala, very much, you put so much effort creating one of the most beautiful celestial art, with especially using the sand grains, the tiniest sand. They don't use big bricks. They especially make it so fine. Then build the deity's celestial, accumulations of one to many sand grains. Then once it is completely come to completion, right immediate next moment you destroy it, and it's a huge teaching of impermanent.
那沙坛僧呢，也是一个对这个无常的最好的一个示现和这个教学了。因为这个沙坛僧呢，他们是用为细粒细的沙经过长时间的这个数天的这个工作，把它建立成沙坛僧。但沙坛僧最后呢，或者刹那间呢，会被摧毁。所以呢，这是一个不可思议的对无常的一个教法任何的这个沙坛僧。
Then another meaning is to create the Zen mandala, to actualize the conducive basis, like very much like the celestial environment, for you to establish relationship with the deities through initiation. So that's why for the initiation you need mandala. So the best if you're able to create the 3D mandala, or sand mandala. If not, then drawing mandala, But it's the creation of the mandala is actually creating a conducive, auspicious environment to able to establish connection with the deity, or yeah, like that.
那么其实这个坛城沙坛城呢，它代表的是本尊的这个天宫，本尊的这个家。所以呢，借由沙坛城呢，我们可以跟这个本尊呢，升起这个紧密的这个缘起的连接包括我们将来呢，升起这个在将来可以接受这个本尊的灌顶或是接受这个本尊的这个成就本尊的这个成就这个本尊，因此呢，沙坛城呢是代表了这个和这个本尊，所以很多时候有灌顶大灌顶呢会有沙坛城或者用手画的坛城，其实这些都代表了本尊的天宫、本尊的家。那么我们借由沙坛城呢，可以升起这个对这个本尊这个法的这个连接，或者以后能够有缘去接受这个灌顶，成就这个本尊所以沙坛是有这样的一个意义。
So then Zen mandala is very much like other holy objects, like statues, sculptures, stupas, relics, to able to consecrate, to able to observe the Dharmakaya blessings of the Buddha, to bring protections, to bring blessings, purifications, wherever you host them. So if you want blessings of medicine Buddha for health purpose, for healing, then you create a medicine Buddha Zen mandala like that.
那么这个沙坛城本身，它也是跟这个佛塔佛像一样，它也是圣物。那么这个呢，我们借由这个沙坛城的这个建造沙坛城呢，我们可以得到这个法身佛的法身的这个法身的加持。因此呢，任何在这个建立沙坛城的地方呢，我们可以得到这个本尊和佛的这个加持，净化除障特别是它的加持。所以如果我们在某个地方去发心去建造这个沙坛城呢，比如说药师佛的沙坛城等等呢，那这个地方呢，这个沙坛城所在的地方呢，整个大环境呢会得到这个整个这个本尊的这个佛的加持和转化。因此呢，很多人要去除病和去特别发心去造一个沙坛城，借由这个功德呢，转化这个所在的地方，以及得到这个佛的加持，是非常非常重要的加持物。
Okay, 谢谢. So we stop here, and thank you very much. And please take good care of yourself, take good care of each other. And I will be visiting very important places. Lama Atisha's holy place, Lama Silingba's holy place in Sumatra. The Lama Silingba and Lama Atisha is the root lineage of all the Tibetan Buddhism, the root lineage of the Mahayanic Dharma, root lineage, the root lineage of the Bodhicitta practice, you see. So visiting those holy places, I think journey start from Saturday. Then also going to visit, Borobudur, the one of the biggest, one of the oldest and biggest mandala. We just talk about mandala, so that's the Borobudur is mandala. So each and every one of you, whoever is here, and also those who directly or indirectly come in contact with me through in virtues, in Dharma, So whether I know your name or not, whether I've seen you or not before, each and every one of you will be in my central prayer dedication to all the places where I go, whatever practices that I do, beside all the daily dedications of daily sadhana practices and daily, commitments that I do. So all of you will be in my heart as a central object of respect and care and prayers. So remember that someone out there always thinking of you, okay? Even you shut your ear like that. Yeah. So always will be in my prayer. So please take good care and try to live in the present moment, day to day, because we really don't know whether there's tomorrow or not. If the present time is the real existent and real living. So try to live fully, positively, and happily. The happy using right positive reasons. If you don't use positive reasons, it's not easy to be happy in today's time because the environment is very intense, very distractive. And then physically also, emotionally also can go ups and down because many times we eat wrong food. So then get diarrhea, get headache, it happens, So, but using positive reason, beneficial reason, even having very bad diarrhea, you can be very happy. Even with the migraine, you still can be happy. Even the whole environment is destructive, but you can still secure your inner peace. You still, feel purposeful of life. So this is so important. Whether you are, serious practitioner or not, practitioner of Dharma or not, doesn't matter. But one thing we all wish to achieve is happiness, isn't it? And we have capability to do that if we know how to do that, and we don't have to do with so difficult way. As long as be mindful in our day-to-day life that that appreciating who you are, because who you are the best, who you are the unique, incompatible with the rest of the other living beings. You are so unique. Whatever look you have, whatever lifestyle you have, whatever job you have, whatever heights and whatever, all young, you are the best among all. So that has to remember. This is called positive thinking. And this will eventually lead to achieve Buddha's holy body, Buddha's holy mind, Buddha's holy speech. This will lead to that. The negative thinking won't lead to that, you see. So then try to see positivities, people around you. Start with the family members or friends, and anybody cause inconvenience to your life, that nothing to hold on, let go, try to let go, because there's no reason to hold on, because there's no definite there will be tomorrow to take the revenge, and also our own living, we don't know whether we have we have many more days to live or not, many more years to live or not, even a minute more to live or not. We don't know. We lies in the nature impermanent. So instead of living miserable way because of unable to forgive the someone hurts you, rather enjoy the freedom of grasping like that, so, and do your very best in relation to whatever you do, so that's the best. And as we carry human body, we need to do more exercise, give time for yourself to exercise, enjoy right food, be among nice people, positive people, and have an open heart. If you like to travel, if you like to sleep, if you like to work, if you like to dance, if you like to chant, you see. So, but don't totally get stressed up, have a miserable life, no point. There's no reward of being so miserable, always worrying about the future, always hold on the grasping of the past. There's no reward. It's fooling ourselves, isn't it? So even you don't do anything, but just able to stay positive and open and happy heart, whenever you're able to do, that has a reward of virtue, reward of more happy result in coming, if there's a moment to live, if there's 100 years to live, it will create the causes for that, you see. So then enjoy life like that, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
那这边就格西呢，今天非常感恩大家的上线哦。那这边呢，格西说呢，他很快呢就要去这个印度尼西亚的这个塞林巴这个拉玛蒂夏尊者的这个地方，以及这个波罗布都这些地方去朝圣。那么他说呢，他可能这个礼拜六呢就要开始进入他的朝圣。他说呢，请我们在座的所有的同学呢，他会把我们都带在他的身上，那会为在这些圣地呢，会为大家这个祈愿发愿去加持回向。然后说不论呢，格西说他知不知道你的名字或者是有见过你，或者有没有看过你，但只要是我们之间有这样的联系呢，那每一天呢，他都会把我们放在他的这个回向的这个他的每天的祈祷中，请大家在心里呢一定要记住，有一个人他一定会来为大家加持。那么，那格西呢就说，希望大家呢这个能开开心心的去生活，去活在当下，活在当下开开心心的生活。作为一个修行人呢，要活在当下我们呢这个人生的万种呢，有种种的不开心的地方，但是作为修行人呢，真的是应该学到每一天呢能安住在当下这样的话呢，我们也许呢，不论是在生命中发生什么事呢，我们都应该能找到一个这个正面的原因，一个让我们开心的正面的原因哪怕是今天是拉肚子，或者哪怕是今天是感冒伤风，或者是今天有什么问题，但是无论我们经历什么呢，我们都能够以一个如果能安住在这个当下，安住在这个正面的这个心态呢，我们就能够活在当下。那么也希望大家呢能够呢要做到一个开心呢，也真的要学会说知道一个感恩，包括接受一切，包括说像我像你就是一个最好的，无论你长得是什么样子，现在是什么状况，是什么工作 如果我们能安住在一个正面的态度，去接受我自己和他人呢，那么一切周围的事情呢，这个正面的思想呢，一切都会好的。所以可惜呢，特别就是说请大家呢，特别是我们这些老同学们、弟子，希望大家能活得自在一点活在当下，放下那些不需要带在身上的东西比如说可能别人跟你有什么过患这个这些时间呢，对你呢带给你的一些不方便，其实呢也没有什么可以需要带在身上的这个道理能放下就放下，不要因为了记恨而不原谅有的时候去原谅他人呢，这个我们可以说退后一步呢，海阔天空，可能呢没有必要去把这些东西带在身上。那如果我们能保持这样一个正面的态度，无论是什么样的态度呢，其实这样的一个人生呢，是真正的佛法人生。其实无常呢，是随时都会到，真的是很快。也许有今天，也许没有明天。这个无常呢，刹那刹那呢，都会随时的会找到我们的。所以如果这么辛苦的去生活呢，还不如的所谓自在的去走一回，自在的这个用修行的态度呢，知道一切都是缘起性空的这样一个正面的思想去面对一切事情。所以格西也希望大家能善待自己该吃饭的时候吃饭也要为了健康呢，你想睡觉的时候就去睡觉，想吃饭去吃饭。你要想唱歌呢，你就放口的唱歌这个你要想出去玩，你就出去玩，自在一点，自在的在当下放下一切这样子所以呢，希望大家能做一个3个要点呢，就是希望大家能一个正面的态度一个快乐的心，一个开心的初心，去面对我们生活中的一切，去过日子。希望大家能安住在这个快乐。其实快乐很重要，真的是没有必要不快乐，应该去快乐。所以把所有学到的一切放在一个快乐，这样子我们也可以自利利他所以谢谢大家今天的上线。那格西说呢，记住哦格西无论有没有见到你们，没有认不认识你的名字，你都是在他的心中，特别是他在这个朝圣的这个旅途中呢，格西会每一天为我们大家去祈愿。
谢谢 ，Thank you，Take
谢谢
care，
，Thank
拜
you。
拜，拜拜，Thank you。